Yo, what is up, everybody? And today we're going to be talking about the OG tryhards versus the new generation of tryhards. Now, before the video begins, I want you guys to make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. And also, the most important thing of this video is please leave your comment below. I want to see the comments filled with people's opinions on how they feel about the tryhard community today, or when they joined, or what they wish could change in the tryhard community. Just leave that comment, and I'll make sure, like, if it's a big comment, I'll probably reply to it. And guess what? Maybe if it's a really good comment, I will pin it. So make sure you take your time in your comments and really tell me how you guys feel about the GTA community today. So let's talk about the community today, the tryhard community today. So today, the tryhard community is not as competitive. Now, I made multiple videos about this all over the past months, and I kind of want to make another video just to talk about it today because, you know, it's been a while since I made one. The tryhard community, it's, how would I say, low expectations now. You know, back then when there was exposed videos in like 2015, 2016, you would have people who would be up on you by like 20 or 15. You know, there would be wars that would last hours. You know, you would fight until either you ran out of ammo, ran out of money, or you had to get offline. That's how the fighting would work, right? And I'm going to show some old clips from 2 years ago from like old tryhard crews featuring like Fear, MLTA, Mill, what else? The Annoy crew, the first one, not my crew, and all types of other crews that are OG crews versus the RIP videos you see today. And, you know, I'm going to show little clips. I want you guys to tell me how you guys feel about the community. Now, I'm going to talk about myself real fast, and I know you guys are probably saying, oh my god, here we go. Nah, let me just explain. So when I host a stream and you guys see me host a lobby and I fight and everyone's asking me like, yo, low key, why do you not care when there's orbitals? Or low key, why do you not care when there's off radar kills or RC car kills? Because how would I say, I'm an OG tryhard. Now there's a lot of OG tryhards out there, and you know, it's not nothing special. It just means you've been playing longer than everybody else. And OG tryhards, if you notice, a lot of them tend not to care about those types of kills. You want to know why? Because back then there was a reason, like there was a motivation to get a exposed video. And I know that kind of sounds confusing, so let me try to reword that. Meaning, like, if you got exposed back then, that means someone beat your ass so badly in the fighting and all that type of stuff, you know. And like, you know, you would shoot rockets or, you know, beach, it would last forever. There wasn't no EWOing back then. I mean, there was, but there was not that much. And I apologize if my voice sounds kind of weird and stuff. It's because I just woke up. But there was EWOing and the score was still there, so I guess I could say, yeah, EWOing is there. But EWOing didn't become a big thing until probably late 2015. There were some EWOers back in 2015, like early days, but not as much as there are now. And that's what we're going to talk about, the old generation versus the new generation. Old generation, I will say there was not that many EWOers, but the new generation, like, everyone's an EWOer. That's like the first thing you learn as a tryhard. And you know, it's cool and all that stuff, but like I said before about RC kills and orbital kills and anything that's like a cheap kill, nobody really cares about that if you're OG tryhard. Now if you're a new tryhard, you're probably gonna care about that, right? And I don't blame you, because that's what you joined into that community of the time era, meaning you joined when orbitals were a thing. If you joined before orbitals were a thing, you would understand why I and so many other people are chill about it. It's because we're not, how would I say, we're not kind of from this community. We're from the community before time. It's like I said, old generation. We're from the old generation back when fighting was a thing. Now, I'm not saying fighting isn't a thing now, but it's not as fun as it was back then. And that's just my opinion. You know, you guys might say, oh, you might be an old generation tryhard, but guess what? You like the new generation. You might. I don't know. I doubt it, though, because a lot of old generations do not like the new generation of tryhard. Now, you guys are probably wondering, well, what makes you an old generation versus what makes you a new generation? If you came after the orbital, you're probably a new generation. If you came anything after the orbital cannon update, and I don't know if that was in 2017, I think it was, but if you join anywhere from 2017 to now, which is 2019, you're a new generation, right? And you could ask any OG tryhard, they're gonna say the same year. The cutoff date for being an OG tryhard was 2016. That was before the orbital. So if you join anywhere from 2013 all the way to 2016, that's when you're an OG tryhard. Now, majority of the tryhards became tryhards and back in like the late 2015. I'm at the early 2015. So like, don't think we were tryhards at 2013 and 2014, because 2013 and 14 were like the years when the game just came out and everyone was like, you know, was a noob. Everyone was grinding. Yes, tryhards grind back then. And you know what's crazy is because majority OG tryhards today were all older. You know, myself, I'm 19, and back when GTA first came out, that was like 2013. I was 13 back then. So like I said, like everybody was a little younger back then. So now everyone's older. Now keep in mind, we had older people when we were young, right? There was a lot of older people playing the GTA, but they all moved on. Like they all left the game, right? And that's when we came in, right? So basically, how would I say, the community, I wouldn't say the community's dead, but I would say the community is killing itself. And I know you guys are saying like, what? No, I'm saying that the PvP community is literally killing itself of these cheap tactics now. You know, Orbital, and I know I keep talking about the Orbital. The reason why is because Orbital, I don't know who did it. I don't know who started the trend. I swear it was either shoot 'em up or singable, but it was one of those two who started the trend of 1-0s. And I don't care what nobody says, you guys know I'm right. It was one of them. It had to be. Like, those are the only two people in the YouTube community that I know that had a big enough influence to scare the whole community. And when I say scare, I'm not saying you guys are scared of them. I'm saying you guys really think Orbital is scary. And how would I say that is because I watched, oh my gosh, I don't want to name the person. I watched the RIP video yesterday. I wasn't in the RIP video, but it had about 40 names that all had 1-0s. And I was like, really? 40 kills on 40 other people, and it's just one kill, right? Back then, and this is going to be shocking, back then, that would be a one person exposed. That's how it was back then. It would be a one person exposed, like, oh, I was up on you by 40 kills, and I showed all the clips and all that stuff, right? But now, it's like an Orbital kill montage. I can't watch those videos. I see people pass popping in tanks, and that's it. It would be a 1-0 and boom, that's it. Like, that's sad. I'm sorry. That's just really sad and disappointing. And I hope you guys agree with me on that one. But let's see. Here's something that I live by. And you know, you don't have to follow me. You don't have to like agree with me and do what I do. But here, I'll make your life way more easier, and I'll make it fun in GTA. If you want to be a real tryhard, if you want to be as close to an OG as possible, this is the first thing you gotta do. Right? You don't count orbitals, right? Just because I don't count orbitals doesn't mean I'm the only one. There's a lot of people who don't count orbitals, right? Don't count orbitals. Don't count RC kills. RC kills are like a mobile orbital, so don't do that. What else? Ghost kills. Don't count ghost kills. All right. Now, ghost kills is a tricky one, and let me tell you why. Every tryhard knows when someone goes ghost, the first thing you do is probably go passive mode, right? Now, back in the OG tryhard days, that wasn't really a thing. Everybody would go ghost again. Like, if you went ghost, I would go ghost. That's how OG tryhards work. If I went ghost with my squad, then they would go ghost with their squad, and they would like CEO hop. That's how it went, and nobody really went passive mode. But nowadays, you know, you don't even have a pack that big to have enough people to CEO hop as much. Like, I mean, there's still groups like that, but barely. You have to have a lot of your friends in the session to be able to CEO hop over and over again. But that's kind of annoying. But you know, it was still better than going passive mode. Well, when a tryhard nowadays, if someone goes ghost, your job is probably to go passive mode. Like, you know, that's on you if you get killed. But it's also like, you know, not all the time you're paying attention to someone who goes ghost, especially with RC kills. You can't see when an RC car goes off radar. It doesn't let you know. It doesn't let you know. So that's why a lot of tryhards, and you guys have been telling me, a lot of tryhards don't really care about RC kills, because the RC kills, like, you know, like, I expect you to kill me. I can't see you, so obviously you're gonna come up on me, especially if I'm shooting at somebody else. So that's one thing about RC kills. Don't care about RC kills. Now, ghost kills, that's up to you. I'll say that. That's up to you if you want to care about ghost kills or not, because if you don't care about ghost kills, that means you can't be hyped about a kill you get on ghost. That's how it works. You know, for example, I don't care about orbitals, so that means I can't be hyped when I orbital somebody, right? I control though, because you know I'm a troller. So if I'm a person who doesn't care about ghost kills, then I can't be killing people on ghost and acting like it's a big deal, because that's just called hypocrite. Like that's I'm just being a hypocrite right there. So let's talk about, let's get more main to the topic. My bad, I've been sidetracked the whole video. But let's get more to the topic of the old generation versus the new generation. Would I think the old generation would beat new generation tryhards today? I'm gonna say no. On one case. And here's the thing. This is why. Base. I don't think the old generation could compare to the amount of base players we have today. Right? There's so many base players. So I think base players would demolish old generation tryhards back then. AR players, no. Old generation would whoop the new generation tryhards and ARs. And I guarantee you everyone will agree with me on that one. Now, sniping. I mean, we didn't really have a lot of snipers back then. So I guess I would say that would be an even battle. Because, you know, today's generation, there's not that many snipers. Like, there's a few, but there's not that many as much as there were back then. And there was still not that much back then. So, because sniping wasn't really a big thing back then. When you first started GTA back in, like, 2015 and 16, everyone was, like, literally a city player or RNG player. There wasn't really a lot of base. I mean, there was base, but there was not a lot of base. You get what I'm saying? There was, and, like, beach was really not a thing. Like, there were some snipers, but it wasn't really a big deal. Like, nobody really cared about beach. If someone said, like, if you said you were a beach tryhard, no one would care. But if someone said, oh, you're an AR shooter, or you're a, what's it called, a base player, like, oh yeah, that was cool and all that. Or a city player, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel about if they were to verse each other. I feel like old generation would win in ARs and city. New generation would win in probably base. That's it. And maybe sniping. I don't think new generation would come close to anybody in the city back then, because city back then was awesome. Now it's just orbital kills. And you know, I don't want to throw hate on anybody who does do 1-0 videos and all that, but come on now, that's lame video. Like, I can't watch a video of 1-0 kills like, oh, ooh, you got that person 1-0, because this is what a 1-0 player is, guys. And my friend Ilex, he made a video. You guys make sure you guys go check it out. It's like 43,000 views. He made a video about the 1-0 tryhards, and basically, this is what they do. They kill you, and they're scared of you killing them back. That's simple, right? I always told everybody on stream, if I get orbitaled, like, I want you to come shoot at me, right, on radar, and keep the same energy. But a lot of people who can orbital me, they can't kill me. How would I say? They can't kill me straight up with them, like with me seeing them. I'm sorry for stuttering. I'm really bad at these. Meaning like this: if I get orbitaled, right, I expect you to come down, and I'm probably gonna be in the city. Come down in the city off radar, on radar, and fight me. Simple, right? But then if you don't do that, I'm just figuring like, yeah, you already know I'm better than you. You already know that if you verse me, you're probably gonna lose. So that's why you do the 1-0 kills, right? Nobody really cares. I've seen so many videos on me where it's a 1-0 kill and they only have like 20 views or 30 views. I'm like, okay, no big deal. I've had like a 14-second video on me, and it's hilarious. Like, I don't get it. But you know, that's the new generation tryhards, and I don't blame them. They're probably like 16, 17 years old, and they're probably just, you know what I'm saying. So that's how I feel if the old generation versus the new generation. Now, what community was better back then? Old generation. Old generation, you know, you had crews. Like, you had Fear, MLTA, you had Annoy, you had Mill, you had Texas, you even had Evil, you had who else? I can't Full X. Or I don't know, I think I said it right. It's the RNG crew and OTGX, but those are RNG crews. So if you don't do ARs, you probably have no idea who I'm talking about. But those were like the big crews back then. Like, if you were in those crews back then, like, you had some type of rank. Like, people say, oh, you're in that crew. Yeah, that crew's good. Like, it actually meant, how would I say? It actually felt good about being in the crew, because like, you had a reputation. Nowadays, there's no crew that has a big reputation. I don't care. Shot crew, garbage. I'm sorry. Everybody agrees with me with that one. Let's see. DevX is a cool crew, but I'm saying it doesn't have the impact as what crews back then. Even my crews don't have impact like that. It doesn't have the impact that crews had back then. Red X, no, nobody really cares about Red X no more. I'm sorry. Nobody cares. What else? I mean, that's basically it. There's not that many big crews anymore. Like, you know, Fear still exists, but you know, they're not as active as they used to be. And you don't see them that much, and they're literally all AR shooters. Texas, which was a very good RNG crew, yeah, that's gone. There's like nobody in Texas. I think there's like 1 or 2 people left in Texas. But yeah, that's the problem with today's community, is it doesn't mean anything to be in a crew anymore. I'd rather be a solo player than being a crew now. It just doesn't mean it's not special compared to how it was back then. And I know a lot of you guys are probably confused because I've stuttered so many times in this video. And I honestly appreciate if you guys watched it all the way up to this point, and we're gonna keep going for a little bit longer. I think in order for today's community to change, and I'm not saying, when I say go back to the old generation, I don't want you guys to say, oh, we can't Evo no more. Is that what you're trying to say? No, I just want you guys to be able to fight. You know, when I live stream and I'm out of pass mode and I let all you guys kill me, and you guys, and it's funny because the ops think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be able to kill him and all that stuff, and which is true, you guys can be able to kill me, but you guys think I care. That's the wrong thing. If you want to go after a YouTuber who cares, go against Shoot 'em Up, because he has the biggest ego in the world. He will like panic. He'll probably make a video on you if you say you're up on him, right? Go after him, because if you go after me, I'm not gonna care about op kills. I don't care, because you guys are gonna help me out. You guys are gonna upload me, I'm gonna get more views, and just, it's simple. Get what I'm saying? And I've been saying that for months. And if you're a real fan of me, you remember when I said all that stuff. Just don't focus on your ego and focus on having fun with your subscribers, because subscribers like another YouTuber they can actually play with and actually kill, because they don't have that. Because like, here, this is how I think about it. Shoot 'em Up has that ego where, well, it's not just Shoot 'em Up, there's multiple YouTubers has that ego where if you're not a YouTuber, you can't roll with me, right? And I don't think there's any other YouTuber who's not like that besides me. And I know you guys are probably saying, what do you mean? I'm saying this: I let you guys play with me because I feel like I'm just like y'all. I don't feel higher than y'all. I don't feel above y'all just because I'm a YouTuber. That's why I play with you guys. That's why I make lobbies where everyone can fight each other, so you guys can actually fight without being scared of 1-0s and all that stuff. It's no big deal. And sometimes when I do start a lobby, there are still people in passive mode who are scared to go, scared to fight because they're scared of getting 1-0. It's not a big deal, right? And I get it. If you're a new generation, try hard. And let me make this like really clear again. If you came after the orbital, you were in the community that feared orbitals. So that's all you know. But if you would have came before the orbital, you would understand what I'm saying. And I know a lot of you guys probably understand what I'm saying. That came before the orbital. And maybe if you came after the orbital, you're probably getting to the point. But I do not blame you guys for feeling that type of way. Alright? So I might make another video on this. It's just that I have to go soon, so I'm gonna like wrap this video up real fast. Make sure you guys all leave a like and subscribe. I apologize if I was stuttering. I know I just suck at commentary, so my bad. And I'll probably make a part 2, but please let me know in the comments how you guys feel. Alright, I want to hear your feedback, and you never know, I might pin you guys while I stream, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and let me know. Alright, I'll see y'all later.